You'll check 1, 2. 10 for GYY, standing by for the fire storm.
Clear, Frank, for GYY, WA6LJS. Yeah, you're bouncing between an 8 and 9 here. Sounds good. I'll be standing by for the flyers at the top of the hour, WA6LJS.
84 GYY, WW5ENZ. Yeah, good morning, Frank. Yeah, you're 10 over here. How's the weather over there? Chilly like here?
It's miserable. It's misty rain outside, cloudy, and the temperature is about 50. So it's not really cold, but the cold is coming in. That's what's kind of bringing the rain in.
Roger, roger. That's exactly what we had yesterday, Frank. So, and today it's clear, but it's cold.
That's our forecast for tomorrow, and the next thing is clear without the blanket of clouds over the top, and the temperature's going to plummet.
Roger, roger. Okay, just checking. I guess we're kind of running, Roger. Okay, just directly across from you there. Okay, well, take care, Frank. You're sounding good, though, and I'll be here standing by for the Air Force Fire Club. So, N4 GYY, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ, N4 GYY. Yeah, whatever you get sometimes, we get it 24 to 48 hours later, all depending on how the jet stream N4 GYY standing by for the net.
Charlie 3, Yankee India, Lima, caller 3. WW5ENZ, good morning, Mike, WA6LJS.
Hey, good morning, John, WW5ENZ here.
Yeah, you're a good 10 over 9, good signal.
Roger, roger. Yeah, and I got the beam pointed up towards Ogden, so I guess that is good. WW5ENZ, clear.
Roger, roger. I'll be standing by for the net, top of the hour, WA6LJS.
15 over, John. Nice signal. K1 DOB. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bob. You're 20 over. Lately, we have a real pathway between you and I. Anyway, good morning. I'll be standing by.
NX6RG, WW5ENZ. I guess you're receive only today, Bob. Well, anyway, I can see you pretty good there.
N5BE, WA6LJS.
WA6LJS, N5BE. Good morning, John. Nice signal today, 5-9 plus.
Yeah, you too. I see Bob, the K1BOB, is on the Ned Logger twice. And that wasn't me. Was that you?
I only put them in once. I think Mike may be putting them in. I don't know. I'll take them out. I just saw that. I looked up at the screen. 2X for Bob, so it's a good day for him.
Yeah, one says his name is Bob, the other one says his name is Robert. Usually if Mike put him in and he was already in there, he would get an asterisk saying it's a duplicate. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, if anyone can explain everything on NetLogger, I'd be glad to sit down and listen.
Yeah, me too. There's still a bunch of unknowns that I have with this. It does funny things sometimes. And I still haven't figured out why these things are coming up in red. Both those K1BOBs came up in a solid red this time also. He usually does come up in red. But there's other stations like Brian, WB5DRI, that shows up in red, and I still don't know why that happened.
I think, John, that contact window must be running in the background somewhere, and my experience is if the calls show up in that contact window, they show up in red on the check-in list.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look for that. I don't even use the contact window. So we'll see what happens. WA6LJS.
WA6LJS, WW5ENZ.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
A couple things. So I have not added anyone today. All I did was I was just correcting names. That's the only thing I've done. So when I saw Bob in there, I just changed him from Robert to Bob, and all of a sudden another Bob popped up. Anyway, also, you see that little blue bar at the bottom of your NetLogger screen? Click on that and drag it up.
Okay, yeah, I just dragged it up.
Okay, now you see the names down there? If there's anyone in, what you gotta do is put your cursor on top of the name and then click on the minus button.
Oh, okay. They're all showing up blue, but if I pick the one that's red on the main window, you put the cursor on that and then say minus.
Roger, Roger.
Alright, it took him off that window, deleted him off the window, but not off the main.
Roger that. Now, if he's still red, go up and do your F9 trick.
Okay, yeah, when I went up to the main and took S9, it took the red away. Now, hopefully it won't come back.
Roger, it should not come back because the name's been removed from the contact window.
Okay, there's 3 others on the contact window. Let me remove them.
Yeah, they have to be in the contact window and they have to have been logged. So that's at some point in time you may have logged and that's why they turned red.
Good morning, Jim. W6WAY, WA6LJS.
Good morning, John.
WW5ENT and 5E. I see Ray just doubled its upload by its lonesome. WB2JJO is now on there twice.
Something's very strange going on, Leon. K1BOP disappeared, and like you said, JJO is doubled.
Yeah, I just saw that too, so I'm putting Bob back on there. I don't know what's going on. It's got the heebie-jeebies for some reason.
Yeah, I haven't been doing anything. I've just been watching it.
John, I'm going to keep a very close eye on it. I've been drifting around here in the shack looking at other things, but I think I'm going to keep a very close eye on it from now on.
Something's going funny. All right, this is WA6LJS. I'll be standing by for the Flyers net beginning at the top of the hour.
N5DE, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENT, N5BE. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, were you moving the people around? All of a sudden, everything started going wacky. I'm not even touching this. I'm just looking at it.
Yeah, I was moving the RX only down towards the bottom. I'm trying to keep them all together.
Okay, not a problem. I was just making sure because I heard you guys chatting, so I just started looking at it too to see what was going on. But the only thing I've ever done is change their names back, to their common name. Like Bob still hasn't changed. I changed it 3 times already, and it stays Robert. I don't know. Make sure you save those guys off with their preferred name if that helps.
Yeah, I try to save it every day, but I have found that on some entries, they are so persistent, I can't get them to stay changed. They just revert back to whatever was in there. And I've tried over and over again to get it squared away with preferred names, remove the extraneous stuff, and on some of the calls, it just reverts right back.
Roger that. Yeah, I noticed that too. Every day I correct them, but I don't know for sure. I think I don't know if that's because they're saved down there in that contact list with the other name.
No, I took them all out of there, so they're not in my, they're not on my contact list. I'll put it that way.
N5BE, K1BOB.
K1BOB, N5BE. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning to you, Lee. And just as I called you, you put in K0ZNC, and for John's information, I'll go ahead and bring him in this morning unless you've got somebody else telling to bring him in. And also, Blake, Lee, could you take a look at this coming Monday, if you might be able to do my net? Depending on weather, I may be down in Salt Lake. It's still up in the air, plus or minus weather, and if my grandkids are sick or not.
Why don't we just go ahead and pencil me in for now, and I'll be ready to go with a question and everything, and we'll just take it from there. If something changes, you know, we'll go with that.
Okay, I heard that was an affirmative. You can. I'll let you know as soon as I can. My commander-in-chief here has to tell me that, whether we launch out of here or not. And very good. I think Charlie did a couple weekends ago, and then SJP did another one. So I figured I'd ask you. K1 DOB.
Yep, not a problem, Bob. I'll take care of it if needed.
Thank you very much. K1 DOB, stand by for the net. 7 minutes.
Oh, good signal, Bob. K1 BOB, W5 AVI.
Yeah, S9 plus here, Joe. You sound well.
Thanks for the report. K1 BOB, W5 AVI, standing by for net.
I've got you in a 9 plus, Bob. W7AJN said that. Oh, W7AJN, you sound stronger today, John. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning to you, Commander.
W7AJN, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENT M5B. Did you just call me, Mike?
Roger that. I got a copy on you. Go ahead, Lee.
Oh, I was just checking to see if you called me. I heard you called somebody. I was just checking to see if it was me.
No, negative. I called W7AJN, but he didn't respond, so I don't know if he heard me. WW5ENZ.
Okay, very good.
W5ENZ, good morning.
WA6LJF, W5 ABI.
Yeah, good morning, Joe. W5ABI, WA6LJS, you're 10 over.
Same here, 10 over. Thanks for the report. W5 ABI is standing by for net.
W7AJN, WW5ENZ. John, it was just me. I wanted to tell you had a great signal today. I didn't know if you did something different.
No, I haven't done anything different. This sounded real good yourself, 9 plus of it.
Roger that. Yeah, you're about a 5'8", 5'7", mostly 5'8".
That's pretty good for the equipment I have. Still would like to get a better antenna, but being in a homeowners association is kind of tough. But anyway, I'm happy with where I'm at right now. Over.
Roger that. Well, you're good now, really good. And yeah, those HOAs are a mess. I don't know, do you have it hidden in a flagpole or just real low in the backyard?
I've got a view in the backyard from the tree to a spot on the edge of the patio and out to another tree. So that's what I got.
Roger that. Yeah, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, but you do sound great there. WW5ENZ.
Well, thanks, Mike. W7DJ standing by for the Air Force Flyers Club here. W2WLD, WA6LJS.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Are you going to be in for the whole net today?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, we're going to move you down to the bottom because it's a naval question, and Steve has requested any of you Navy guys to wait to the bottom there, okay?
Yeah, no problem. W2WLD.
Okay, good. Did you hear that, Leon? Put W2WLD down to the bottom, and if there's any other naval guys that you know, put them at the low bottom of the list.
Okay, I got them at the bottom, and I'll see if there's anyone else that needs to get moved there. I just saw the question. Oh boy, I have no idea.
Okay, it's that time. Let me check. Okay, it looks good. Good morning, and welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Air Force Flyers Net. This net meets on this frequency, 14290, 7 days a week, beginning at 1600 Zulu, which is 8 a.m. Pacific time. Flyers Club consists of military aviation members, both active and retired, pilots, air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, missileers, and all support crews. And absolutely anyone involved with military aviation from all branches of all services. We also like to welcome visitors to the net. You don't need to be involved with the military or aviation in order to check in. Our purpose is to promote fellowship between those radio amateurs who have devoted a portion of their lives to support our air forces. This is a control net. To contact net control, use the words contact, relay, check-in, or info. We also have a website at airforcesflyersclub.org. A lot of information about the net, and also an online application to join for those that feel qualified. My call is Whiskey Alpha 6 Lima Juliet Sierra. My name is John, and I'm located in Jamul, California, about 25 miles east of downtown San Diego, up at 1,100 foot in the foothills. Break. The way we run the net, we take check-ins, and then we go down the list allowing each station to give their report. And then if time permits, we go back for a 73 round, so try and keep your transmissions not real long if possible, as there is another net that follows us 2 kilohertz up the band at 9:30 Pacific time. At this time, I have the following stations, either saw them on the net logger or heard them on the air. And bear with me because the net logger's been moving around on me, and I wrote them down, so I hope I've got them correct. We've got K0ZNC, Don. He'll be simulcast by our commander, K1BOB. We have AE7SX10, a visitor. We've got N5BE Leon, who's courteously running the netlogger. We got WW5ENC Mike. We got N4GYY Frank. We got K1BOB Bob, the commander. We got KF0OPE Mike. We've got W7AJN John. Got my neighbor up north, W6WAY. We got K4YDB, who's running the live stream on YouTube. And for those that have the live stream, the question of the day is posted there. We've got K8 Abel Fox Russ. We've got W5OJ Dale. We got W5A... Can't read it. Oh, W5ABI Joe. We got NX6RG Bob, who's receive only. We got WB2JJO Ray, receive only. We've got W2WLD Bill. And we got WB5DRI Brian. Are there any other check-ins called out?
Kilo Bravo 9, Uniform Zulu Oscar.
Kilo Bravo 9, Uniform Zulu Oscar. Good morning. What's the name in QTH?
Hey, good morning. Name here is Brian. I'm in Charlie Oscar, Colorado, and I got you a solid 5-8. No traffic on this end. Just be listening to the folks going out.
Oh, okay. We got you on the list, Brian. Thanks for checking in. I don't know, are you familiar with the Flyers Net?
Yeah, affirmative I am. Checked in a few times over the past year and a half or so. Just enjoy listening to you guys chat. I'm in the shop right now working on a repeater issue, but always a pleasure to be monitoring you folks. So like I said, no traffic on this end. Good signal into Colorado.
Yeah, you're a good 5-9 from Colorado this morning, Brian. Well, thanks for checking in. We've got you on the list. All right, and of the stations that I so far have called, are there any short timers? Are these short timers a call now? No, I guess not. Okay, let's go to W5OG. Bill. Dale, put a call out from Texas.
Will do there, John. Good morning. This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf relaying for Net Control. And we're taking check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net this Tuesday morning. Members or guests, call now. Kilo 6 Papa X-Ray. Good morning, Steve. We got your question. I'm looking at it on the live stream there. Any others? That's it, John. Just your neighbor, K6 Papa X-Ray.
Okay, thanks, Dale. Appreciate that. And I probably won't hear him. I'll probably hear him on the SDR. Yesterday I heard him quite good on the SDR. Let's see. And I also see Whiskey X-Ray 7 Lima Art is showing up on NetLogger there. Let's go to W2WLD. Bill, go ahead and put a call out from the out east.
Will do. This is W2WLD relaying for Net Control. So the Air Force Flyers Club Net, we're taking check-in members or guests. Please call now. No, I hear nothing, John.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Let me get the question here. It is posted on NetLogger. The question today comes from our Tailhook Navy guy, Steve, K6 Papa X-Ray. The question is, where is the Belknap pool located on all U.S. aircraft carriers? Question again. Where is the Belknap pool located on all U.S. aircraft carriers? And the possible answers are Alpha, the starboard side across from the bomb farm. Alpha, the starboard side across from the bomb farm. Bravo, the starboard side in front of the elevator number 1. Bravo, the starboard side in front of elevator number 1. Charlie, port side across from the six-pack. Charlie, port side across from the six-pack. and Delta, starboard side behind elevator number 3. Delta, starboard side behind elevator number 3. And Echo, there is no such thing as a Belknap pole on U.S. aircraft carriers. Echo, there's no such thing as a Belknap pole on U.S. aircraft carriers. So that's the main question. The bonus question is, the USS Belknap collided with which carrier in 1975 off the coast of Sicily? The USS Belknap collided with which aircraft carrier in 1975 off the coast of Sicily? And the possible answers are Alpha, the USS Enterprise, Alpha, the USS Enterprise, Bravo, the USS Intrepid, Bravo, the USS Intrepid, Charlie, the USS Ranger, Charlie, the USS Ranger, Delta, the USS Kennedy, Delta, the USS Kennedy, and Echo, the USS Forrestal. Echo, the USS Forrestal. That's bonus question number 1. And here's a bonus question number 2. True or false? True or false? The USS Belknap was a guided missile cruiser. True or false? The USS Belknap was a guided missile cruiser. Anybody need any repeats on the question? Call now. All right, nothing heard, so let's go down the list. And by the way, if you're a Navy guy, Steve has requested that you be on the bottom of the list because most of you Navy guys will know this. And I know we put W2WLD down there and any other Navy guys that I may not know of. If you are a Navy guy and you're not on the bottom of the list, let us know to stand by and we'll call you at the bottom. All right, let's see. I guess we go to K1BOB. We'll bring in K0ZNC. Go ahead, guys.
Okay, John, did you run down the list this morning? I must have missed it doing something.
Yeah. I thought I did.
Okay, sorry about that. And I'll bring Don up, and here is Don. Go ahead, Don.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all the flyers. This is K0ZNC Don, and I'm not so well. We've got been a cold down here right now. It's currently 25 degrees. The high for the day is going to be about 39 degrees. So it's on the cool side. No rain, which is unfortunate. No snow. Either way, we need the moisture, which we're not getting. To the question, I'm going to make a guess on all the aircraft there is no Belknap. It's just a two-gas flag. I don't know which one that is on the second question put me down for Charlie. And the third question put me down for false. So with that, give me a shot on 73 rounds. I may or may not be scheduled. We'll turn it back to you, John. W6LJS, K1BOB. This is K0ZNC. Good morning again, everyone.
K1BOB back to W6LJS.
Okay, thanks, Don. Good signal this morning. Coming in nicely on the simul. We got your answers down there. And let's move on here. Next one is a visitor, Alpha Echo 7 Sierra X-Ray. Ken out in Kingman, Arizona. Go ahead, Ken. You're up, WA6LJS. Alpha Echo 7 Sierra X-Ray. Are you there? Anybody here, Ken? I guess not. Nothing heard on the SDRs or so we'll come back to him. Let's go to Leon, our net logger, N5BE. You're up, Leon.
WW5, oh geez, what am I doing? WA6LJS 105BE. Well, John, you got me on this one. I'm not a Navy guy at all, so some of these are going to be guesses. But on the first one, it's got to be, I'm going with Delta. I'm looking, it only because that's what I think it is. Who knows? Let's see, the bonus question. Well, I'm trying to look at it as it's scrolling here. Okay, so the next one, the bonus question, it's got to be an East Coast carrier. So that takes out the Enterprise, the Intrepid, and the Ranger. I'm going to go with the Kennedy, so Delta, and on the other bonus question, I'll go through. So Delta, Delta, Tango.
Okay, Leon, got you down for Delta, Delta, Tango. And very good. Yeah, I wouldn't know this answer either. The question comes from Steve, K6PX. And I would have had to just make a wild guess myself. But very good. You're doing nice quality signal today. Good 10 to 15 over. All right, break with Leon. Let's go to Mike. WW5ENZ. You're up, Mike.
Yeah, great day. Good day here at WA6LJS WW5ENZ. Yeah, I don't even understand the question, so that's going to be hard. Well, let me ask you this. Which side is the starboard? Is that the right side?
I think so.
The right-hand side.
Okay, thank you, Captain. Yeah, I didn't know, but I was thinking it's on the right side. Well, let me see if I can find the question here. I think it's on the right side, and then I got to understand what the bomb farm is and the six-pack is, and then figure out the Belknap bowl. Okay, I don't know. You said the right side. I'm gonna go with I don't know. Gosh darn it. I guess I'll go with D with Lee. Lee said maybe I did it on the right side of the ship. I don't know. And as far as the second one, I think that was the Delta. And then true for the missile-guided cruiser. And I don't know. So however that mixed in there. Anyway, I appreciate that. We got a nice chilly day here in Oklahoma. The sun is out though, so hopefully it can warm up a little bit. We started out pretty cold, right at freezing, and it's just barely above that. But the problem is that we got this kind of a good breeze here, a 12 to 14 mile an hour wind, so it makes it really cold. Anyway, we're doing okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to John. And I don't know if you can sort out what I said there, but we'll see. WW5ENZ turning it back to WA6LJS.
Okay, Mike, real good. Yeah. Well, I depend on Leon to put the answers in the dead logger. But you got a booming signal anyway. Yeah, it's kind of warm here for this time of the morning. It's 57 degrees, but we've got a very high red flag wind warning, fire warning, and it's about a 25 mile an hour wind right now. I can see my X-beam rocking back and forth. But that's no problem. It'll handle that easily, even handle higher than that. But what I'm worried about, they're predicting 60 mile an hour wind. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen because that is very dangerous if a fire happens. All right, break this WW5ENZ. Let's go to Frank, N4GYY. You're up, Frank.
WN6LJN. N4GYY. Good morning, all the players on the net this morning. So far, everything's been, everybody that you talk to, I've had at least an S7 or better on, and some of you are hitting me with S9 plus. So, probably good conditions and probably learn that deals with the fact that my atmosphere here is fine full of moisture. It's 50 degrees, which is about the same temperature it was at midnight. Temperature hasn't changed a whole lot, but it's going to be dropping here later on this evening and into tomorrow. And like I said, there's a lot of moisture in the air. In other words, it is raining here, and it's going to rain for a little while. So, I think I have what Chief Mike yesterday. I think I've got it here today. And then he's got clear skies and chilly, and I think I'm going to have that again tomorrow. Right now, the winds are only, they're kind of coming out of the northwest a little bit, and they're running at about 6 miles an hour, so it's not bad that it's going to pick up. As far as the question goes, I really don't have a clue. And I'm going to fall back on what Lee said, so I'm going to go with Delta, Tango. That I'm going to preface that with the fact I really don't have a clue. So I'm not a Navy guy, don't understand a lot of the Navy terms. The only thing I do understand is starboard and right are more letters than port and left. So that's the only way that I can look at it. With that, I'll send it back to you, John. WA6LJS and the group 24GYY.
Okay, Frank. Yeah, that's a good way to remember that. I don't know any naval terms other than that also. And good signal, Frank, here. Solid S9 here locally and coming in on the SDRs. All right, break with Frank, and let's go to the commander. K1BOB, you're up, Bob.
Oh, thank you, John. K1BOB, we're at 13 degrees here. And good morning to all the flyers. Charlie, thanks for the stream there. And that book of a question we got this morning. I'm going to try. It took me a while to sort them apart, which the first question was. And what do we got? Two or three bonuses. Oh, boy. Didn't even pay for all this. Let's see. Port and starboard, Mike. I remember I think it was a movie and a song, maybe from the 70s, quite a while back. P.S. I Love You. And if you go left to right, which is the way you'd read, P is port, and S is on the starboard on the right. Anyway, that's what we used calling out aircraft, especially with the Brits over in England and the folks over in Europe during news safety, so it came pretty naturally after a while. Let's see, question one is where's the Belknap pole? I think that pole is towards the front of the ship. I don't know where the elevators or the munitions staging or storage are. I'm just guessing starboard side, I'm pretty sure, and it's probably in front of elevator 1. If elevator 1 is the first one from the bow, I believe it's the elevator 1. So put me down for Bravo, and it did collide with the U.S. John F. Kennedy. It was quite a fire and a heck of a lot of damage, and I've read about that. And the aluminum superstructure didn't help the Belknap guided missile cruiser at all. Big fire, and the crew wanted to stay on board and fight it to the end, and most of them did. But when the munitions started blowing and shrapnel started falling, they thought about it twice. Anyway, so the last one, what was that? True is I think your last one there. True or false? I forgot the question now. Anyway, it's true. This is K1BOB, and back to you, John. Thank you very much for running the net.
Okay, Bob, real good. K1BOB, WA6LJS, you're moving in 20 over as usual. Yeah, so we got you down for Bravo, Delta, and True. BD True, very good. All right, break with Bob, and let's see, KF0OPE. Mike, you're up.
Good morning, John. You're a little light with me here this morning, not your usual strong signal. You're right above my noise, but copyable. As for the question, I'm going to go with the lemmings here and go Delta, Delta, True. I have no idea. But good question. I think I'm going to learn something today. Back to WA6LJS and the group KF0OPE.
Okay, Mike, real good. KF0OPE, WA6LJS. So you're a good S9. S9 on my local receiver here, so good signal. And we got your answer down. All right, let's go to John, W7AJN. You're up, John, WA6LJS.
WA6LJS, W7AJN here. Good morning, John. Good morning to all the players out there on the net. It is a very clear day today. Started out at 40 degrees, now 46, going up to 56. We have wind 9 miles an hour, gusting to 21, so that makes the temperature feel a lot cooler. But
It just looks beautiful, and we can see all the mountains now. All the smog has been blown away. So it looks beautiful out there. Both the girls are doing fine. Let's see, on the question. Right, second. I'm going to have to go with starboard across from the elevator on the first one. So that'll be Bravo. And of course the second one is Kennedy. And I'm not sure about the guy who makes the cruiser. I'm going to say yes. That sounds logical. So those are my answers. Bravo, Delta, and Sun. So I'll be listening to Brian John and W7AJN.
Okay, John, W7AJN, WA6LJS. Excuse me. Got you down for Bravo, Delta, and True. Very good. And you're just above the noise locally, but you're coming in nice on a couple SDRs, so I got you there. All right, break with W7AJN. Let's go to my neighbor up north, W6WAY. Jen, you're up.
Let's see. First off, the weather. It was 41 degrees this morning when I woke up, and that's the lowest it's been. Anyway, first of all, I'm up to 7. Sure enough, the sun was shining brightly, so I'm sure that's correct. But the sun is clear. And as far as the question goes, I don't know. I haven't done the TV here the very time was I guess I just won't give an answer because I don't understand the question. But I do have it spelled out here on the K4 YDV. Clouds there. Anyways, back over to W6WY.
Okay, Jim, real good. W6WAY, WA6LJS. Very good. You're going to pass on the question there. I probably would have done the same because I don't know any of that either. I'm glad that I'm doing the question or asking the question that Steve sent us rather than trying to answer it. And I'm only hearing you on the SDRs, Jim, but you're doing good. You're a little colder than us. We're like 57, 58 degrees here. But quite a nice 25, 30 knot wind here. And I'm hoping it doesn't get any windier than that like they're predicting. All right, break with W6WAY. Let's go to our live streamer, K4YDB. Charlie, you're up.
WA6LJS K4YDB. Well, good morning, John. Morning to all the flyers out there and visitors. I grabbed the wrong microphone. It was my bad over here. But I hope everybody's having a good day. Right now, it's currently 66 degrees here, and it's supposed to get up to 67, so we're almost there. And it's 91% humidity outside. We yesterday afternoon, fog rolled in, and it was here all night long. Finally cleared off this morning. But we had warnings out and all that stuff. But I wasn't planning on getting on the road. I did go uptown yesterday, but that was about it. But we got more rain on the way too, so happy to see that a little bit anyway. Not doing a whole lot today. I'm gonna work and I guess I'm gonna do laundry and things like that because I can't do it. It's too wet outside to do anything out there at all. But not a lot else gonna go on over here. As far as the question goes, I have no clue whatsoever. Couldn't venture to guess, but I will take a I'll take a stab at it. I'm not. I'm gonna break away from the lemmings. I'm gonna go Charlie, Delta, and True. Okay, WA6LJSK4YDB. I'm back to net.
Okay, Charlie, real good. We got you down for Charlie, Delta, and True. All right, we'll see how that goes. And good signal this morning. You're S9 locally and hitting 2 SDRs. Well, thanks very much for doing the live stream and posting the question there. All right, let's move on to K8 Able Fox. Russ, K8AF, you're up. WA6LJF.
WA6LJF. WA6LJF and K8AF. Good morning, everybody. And it's frosty, foggy, 20 degrees in central Washington. So I think it's going to burn off. It looks like blue skies up ahead. So good question. I am an Air Force pilot, but I did get a carrier qualification. So that was in the mid-90s. I got a carrier qual when I was doing a exchange tour with the Navy. So that was a lot of fun. But I didn't learn a whole lot of carrier nomenclature, so not sure about this. I'm going to go with Bravo, Delta, and Tango for this one, so just a guess. So I hope everybody has a good day. I got meetings coming up, so I'm going to be one and done. I'll monitor as long as I can, but I'll say 73 now to everybody. Thanks for running the net jam. Good signal. WA6LJS K8AF.
Okay, Russ, real good. Yeah, you're booming in here, 20 over. I usually, even though you're off the side of my X-beam, my X-beam pointed pretty much east, you're booming in. I always have a good propagation up there, up north to Washington. Yeah, we got your answers down, too. Very good. At 73s, you said you're going to be just listening, so. All right, break. K8AF, but let's go to Dale, W5OG. You're up, Dale.
Okay, fine, John, and good morning again. W5OG here. And another cool day. We're going to be back in normal temperatures, I guess, rather than like yesterday when it was 74, I think, here. So we're back to it's about 20 degrees cooler in the 50s today. And the Cowboys didn't do well last night. Kind of a joke and a big disappointment for most folks, especially after they managed to block the kick and then lost the ball. Anyway, they need to concentrate on how the game is played, I think. Let's see. As far as the question, I'm going to go along with the commander there. Just put me down for whatever Bob said. Bravo, Delta, Tango, I guess. Interesting question. I guess we'll all find out what the Belknap poll is today. 7-3, I'm going to have to say 7-3. I need to get the dog walked and some other things done this morning. I may be back by time for Echolink. We'll see how that works out. But I'm going to go ahead and sign out now, Bob. But I will hopefully listen for the answer. K2, back to you there, John, WA6LJS, W5OG.
Okay, Dale, real good. We got you down for BD True. Very good. And, of course, you're booming in as usual here. 73, and maybe we'll catch you on Echolink. All right, break with W5OG. Let's go to W5ABI. Joe, you're up.
Yeah, WA6LJS and the Flyers, W5ABI. Good morning, John, and the rest of the Flyers. Thanks for running the net. Beautiful sunny day here, a little cold, 41. It's only going up to 50, but we'll take it. Anyhow, in reference to your question, let me tell you, I had carrier duty in the South China Sea. I'm trying to remember, it's been a long time. I think I'm going to go with Bravo, Delta, and Tango, and True. So put me down for Bravo, Delta, and True, and we'll be here at the bottom. WA6LJF, W5ABI.
Okay, real good. Got you down for BDT. Very good, Joe. Booming signal as usual. You're about 15 over that time. All right, let's see. Let's say good morning to NX6RG Bob. He's receive only. And let me see where I'm at. Let's go to Brian, WB5DRI. You're up, Brian.
Okay, John, WA6LJS, and the net. This is WB5DRI. Brian down here in San Antonio. Good morning, John, and good morning to all the flyers and to the net. Cooler day down here in San Antonio after an 80-degree day yesterday. We're going to be 20 degrees cooler today, about 60 degrees for the high. Our low was about 47. We're already up to about 56. So we've got, in fact, it's weird. We've got tomorrow and the next day, low temperatures are going to be very close to freezing, just above freezing here in San Antonio for a couple of days, and then the temperatures are going to come back up again. So that's what it does down here. The temperatures go up and down this time of the year. Anyway, good to hear everybody, and good net, good questions there from Steve there, the Tailhook Navy guy. And again, Steve, sorry about the football this year, but if you want to watch some good football, I guess you can watch Indiana in the game coming up. Hopefully they'll win, but they've got a pretty good team this year. Anyway, on the question there from Steve, I think I'm going to go with Bravo, Delta, and Tango, or Bravo, Delta, and True. I know it was the Kennedy, and I'm sure it was a guided missile cruiser, so that's true. And I think I have no idea about the Belknap pole, though, so I'm just going to have to go with the group and say Bravo, and maybe I'll get it right. I don't know, but I'll definitely learn something about the Belknap pole this morning. So anyway, I'll listen for the answer. I do have to get out of here, John. I've got a dental appointment coming up early this afternoon that I have to make, and so I'll say 73s now and just listen for the answer. But thanks for getting me in there this morning, and everybody have a great day out there. 73s to all the flyers. WA6LJS, WB5DRI, back to net. Good morning, good day, everybody.
Okay, Brian, we'll be at WB5DRI, WA6LJS. You're booming in here as usual. Yeah, we got your answers there, so very good. 73 to you, and maybe we'll catch you on the 40-meter net tonight. I'll remind everybody Tuesday is the only day we do a 40-meter net. I'll give those details toward the bottom of the net. And let's go to Art, WX7 Lima. You're up, Art.
Check-in.
Standby check-in. Okay, real good, Art. I'm only hearing you on the SDR, but we got you there. Very fine. All right, break with Art, and let's see if Norm is in there. November 9, Kilo, Juliet, November. N9KJN, you're up, Norm. N9KJN. nothing hot. Let's try the originator of today's question. K6 Papa X-ray. Steve, you're up.
Was there a check-in, John?
Yeah, I think there was, yeah. I'm sorry. A check-in. What's a check-in? Call now.
Good morning, John. WA6LJS. This is K2S JP. And I thought we'd just be checking in for that business over here right now. So we're just trying to talk real low. We got about 70 degrees and everything good. We just didn't get the question, so we just thought we'd check in and we'll be here for a while. WA6LJS, K2SJP.
Okay, Bob, K2SJP, I got you, but you're not real strong this morning. But we did hear you in there. We got you on the list there. All right, and let's see, N9 KJN I couldn't get. How about K6PX, Steve? Are you in there?
K6PX, K1BOB, you're up, Steve. He's talking very light. Okay, thank you, Steve. Steve says this is a payback Navy question for all the Air Force questions we give them. K1BOB sends it back to net, John. No other comment.
Okay, thanks, Bob. Yeah, I heard him good on the SDR, but nothing locally, and I don't think he's hearing me locally this morning because they wouldn't come back when I call him. All right, very good, Steve. Let's see. Let's try KG5PTE. James, you're up.
Good morning, John. WA6LJS, KG5PT. I tried to check in when you were calling for check-ins, but you took one check-in and then went to another, then you went to somebody else and called for check-in. So I just logged in on NetLogger here. I'm going to pass on the question today. Got no idea, so just put me down for a pass. And y'all carry on with the net, and I'll catch y'all on the 73 route ladies here in a minute, and on the 40-meter net tonight. WA6LJS, KG5PT.
Okay, James, real good. You're coming in about an S7 locally and a little stronger on Utah, too. So, very fine. All right, break with KG5PTE. Let's go to a visitor, Walt, K04 GSM, I think it is. You're up, Walt. Go ahead. K04 GSM, are you there?
He shows checked out on the in window, John.
Okay, thank you, Lee. All right, let me check my list here.
Check in, Lee.
Well, it'll be W2WLD. So go ahead, Bill. W2WLD, WA6LJS.
Okay, very fine, John. Good morning, everybody. Propagation is really super today. Except there was a guy, I don't know if he's still there, on 285, and he must be 12 kilohertz wide with splatter, and he's about a 25 dB over S9 signal. So when he comes on, I have a little problem. But anyway, I'm a little more ready for Christmas today than I was yesterday. Got a lot done. I'll go to the question. I guess I'm clear to give my answers now. As far as the first question, the Belknap hole is the starboard side forward of elevator number 1, and it was the Kennedy, and it was a guided missile cruiser. So Bravo, Delta, and True. I'm glad that you Air Force guys have figured out port and starboard. Let me give you a couple more for homework. A floor is a deck, a ceiling is the overhead, a wall is a bulkhead, and a stairway is a ladder. I'll be questioning that on a future Wednesday when I'm net control. John, I'm at the bottom of the list, so I will listen for a while, but you don't need to come back to me on the 73. Great guest. Thank you. Everybody have a great day. WA6LJS, W2WLD, 73.
Okay, Bill, real good. W2WLD, WA6LJS. Got you down for those answers. All right, let me see. I think, let me check. Yeah, it's KS5KY. Chris, you're up, Chris. KS5KY, go ahead.
He's receive only, John.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Lee. Let's try W7ASH. Bob, you're up. WA6LJS. Yeah, very light, but I do copy. Go ahead. Okay, real good. W7ASH, WA6LJS. Real good, Bob. Got your answers down there. All right, let's go to K2SJP again. Bob, you're up. WA6LJS. K2SJP, are you there? Nothing heard there. Let's try, let's see, we got a mobile in there. Larry, KB0 Lima Tango Tango. You're up, Larry. KB0 Lima Tango Tango Mobile. You're up.
John, I put him in there because I thought I heard him calling. It was a rough copy, but I thought it was him. But he may not be there.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Leon. All right. Well, that's the bottom of my list. I mention WB2JJO Ray is receive only also. And did I miss anybody on the original list? Did I miss anybody? Call out. Let's see, KB9UZO. Brian, are you still in there?
Kilo Bravo 9, Uniform Zulu Oscar. I am here, just monitoring in the shop.
Oh, okay, real good, Brian. Did you want to try and take a guess on the question?
Did not, I wasn't paying attention enough to the question. What was it?
Well, it's a three-part. It's kind of a complicated one. It's posted on the K4YDB live stream, but it's kind of big to go over it. But do you got anything else for the net? Over.
Negative. Nothing for the net. Apologies for not paying closer attention here. I've got to finish up some work on the repeater, then I got to get into the line at FedEx 57. That's being sickly, so I'll probably have to do a borescope on it.
Okay, Roger, Brian. Well, thanks for checking in with us. We're here every day, and today is Tuesday, so that's the only day we do a 40-meter net. I don't know if you run 40 or not, but let me give the information on that. The 40-meter net starts today at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern, and the frequency is 7.210, 7210. That's where we start, but we've had a lot of QR Mary lately, so keep an eye on that 7210, and it may, the net control may pick another frequency that's clear. So, but that's the Air Force Flyers 40-meter net. All right, that's the bottom of my list. And was there anybody that I missed? Call now. All right, I'm not hearing anything, so let me give the answer to the question. I'm surprised the number of you Air Force guys that got the question correct. I wouldn't have known the answer. But the question was, where is the Belknap pole located on all U.S. aircraft carriers? And the possible answers were A, starboard side across from the bomb farm. B, starboard side in front of the elevator number 1. C, port side across from the six-pack. D, starboard side behind elevator number 3. And echo, there's no such thing as the Belknap pole on U.S. aircraft carriers. And the correct answer was Bravo, which a number of you got, the starboard side in front of elevator number 1. So Bravo was the first part of the question and answer. Second was the bonus question. The USS Belknap collided with which air carrier in 1975 off the coast of Sicily? Possible answers were Alpha, the USS Enterprise, Bravo, the USS Intrepid, Charlie, the USS Ranger, Delta, USS Kennedy, and E, the USS Forrestal. And the correct answer was D, Delta, the USS Kennedy. And the double bonus question, which was a true or false, was the USS Belknap was a guided missile cruiser. Was that true or false? And the answer was true. So the correct answers were Bravo, Delta, and true. And Steve has a note here. The Belknap pole was established on carriers after the collision of the Belknap with the Kennedy on November 22nd, 1975. Since the island of the carrier is offset to starboard, it is difficult for the officer of the deck to visually determine the true course of the carrier. The pole contains sufficient position lights, allowing for better determination of position and course for formation. So that was some interesting data on that collision. All right, that's the bottom of the list. We have enough time for a quick 73 round. So, let me see. Is there any late check-ins, late or no check-ins to the Flyers call now?
Visitor.
Yeah, go ahead, visitor.
Alpha 6, Quebec. Roy and Idaho 5.
Alpha 6, Quebec. Roy in Idaho Falls. Very good. Good signal in the San Diego, Roy. You're about 10 over 9 right now. Thanks for checking in. Are you familiar with the Flyers?
Yeah, I listen to you guys off and on. I've checked in a few times. Always informative. Always learn something. Anyway, it's currently 24 degrees here in Idaho Falls. We're going up to 33 degrees. Partly cloudy. We haven't had any precipitation for 3 weeks, so I hope it stays that way. I'm really hoping for a brown Christmas. Back to you.
Okay, Roy, real good. Good signal today. And, I wish we'd get some participation here. Everything is so dry out here in Southern California that the fire danger is a little bit elevated. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Roy. Come back whenever you can. We love to have visitors. All right, break with Alpha Alpha 6, Quebec. Let's see if K0ZNC is still in there. Bob, K1BOB, bring him in if he's there.
Wilco, John. This is K1BOB, and Don, you're up for the 73 round. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, thank you, Bob. Thank you, John. Appreciate you getting me over here. Good question. Good deal. Good job over there. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow, I think. Back to you, WB6LJS, K1BOB, 76, everyone.
K1BOB, back in net control.
Okay, 73's done, and maybe we'll catch you on Echo Link, and thanks for bringing him in, Bob. Let's see if the visitor, Alpha Echo 7 Sierra X-Ray, are you still in there, Ken? Nothing heard. Okay, let's go to Leon, N5BE, 73, Lee.
WA6LJS N5BE. Well, I got 2 out of 3 right. Not bad for an Army guy. My Navy brothers, please forgive me right now, but I was talking to a guy the other day, and we were talking about our childhood, and he said, "Did you ever play Army?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Of course I did." And, we had woods nearby, we built bunkers and everything. So I says, "Well, you were in the Navy. Did you ever play Navy?" And he said, "Well, we played one time, but," he says, "we just sat around, told sea stories, drank coffee, and tied knots. It was pretty boring. We only played it once." I had to repeat that. Sorry, guys. WA6LJS N5BE, 73, everybody.
Okay, thank you, Leon. That's a good one there. Boy, you're still booming in here. You're 15 over right now. All right, break the 75BE. Let's go to Mike, WW5ENC.
Yeah, good morning again, John, WA6LJS, WW5ENC here. Yeah, the sun is shining in here, so it's getting kind of nice in the shack. And if I change that question mark to B, I'd have got the question all right. Anyway, a lot of fun and great information there. And appreciate it. And everybody have a great day. And we'll catch you tonight, maybe on the 40 meter. WW5ENC, turning it back to WA6LJS 73s, everybody.
Okay, Mike, real good. You're still booming in here. 73s, and maybe we'll catch you on 40 tonight. All right, let's go to Frank. N4, Golf Yankee, 73, Frank.
WA6LJS and the group N4GYY. Yeah, it's a good question. And, of course, being a Navy question, it kind of threw us Air Force guys off for a loop. The other thing that I remember is, as far as port and starboard, is if you're ever on an inland waterway, and of course I know this a little bit because I'm located right here on the Ohio River, is when you look at the light markers on the river, it's always red is right, heading toward sea. So if you're ever on the water, you want to figure out which way to go toward the ocean. If the light marker is on your right-hand side, that means you are heading downstream and toward the ocean or the other waterway that it's linking up to. Just a little bit of food for thought on there. Just to throw a little bit of my nautical, what I've got in my head, stuck in my head information. So with that, I will say 73 to everybody, and till next time, WA6, LJS, and the group in 4GYY, 73 all.
Okay, 7-3, Frank. You're still moving in. Nice signal here, and also you're hitting the SCRs. Have a good one. Maybe we'll see you on 40 tonight. Break with N4GYY, and let's go to K1BOB. Bob, you're up.
Okay, John, thank you. Thank you for running that. Good group today, as always. And Steve, thank you for the question for Raul. But you did beat up on us Air Force guys and Army guys. Well done. And thanks for that. I just had a hard time figuring which one was the first question with the scrolling going on. I get easily confused when I stare at stuff like that. Anyway, good job, John. I certainly enjoyed it and did learn more about the Navy, although I was brought up around a lot of that stuff and on a few aircraft carriers. This is K1BOB. Back to you, John.
Okay, Bob, very good. Well, for being an Air Force guy, you got the question correct. That's good. And, yeah, I always have a problem with those scrolling questions also. What I do is I stop the scroll on Charlie's live stream so that I can read the question, then I start it again. But then I get behind. I have to move up to get the latest stream because when I stop it, it delays. All right, break with the K1BOB, and let's go to Mike, KF0OPE. You're up, Mike.
Well, good morning again, John. Good question, a lot of fun. To get it right, I would have assumed that I would know where the number one elevator is on an aircraft carrier, which I have no idea. But anyway, I did learn something. Good question. 7-3s, everybody. Maybe catch it tonight on the 40 meters. KF0OPE back to WA6LJS on the net.
Okay, Mike, real good. You're still booming in about 10 over 9 here. KF0OPE, WA6LJS. 73 to you, and let's go to W7AJN. John, 73 rounds. W7AJN, are you there?
W6LJS, W7AJN. Yeah, it's hard to hear you this time. But anyway, 7-3's all the flyers out there. There's a good question. Enjoyed listening to everybody talking about it, and just lucky guesses there. Of course, I followed Don. Following Don is not always a bad thing. So I followed Don. He often got the right answer. Anyway, 7-3's all the flyers out there. Making a one for me. Really good. W6LJS, W7AJN.
Okay, John, real good. W7AJN. Yeah, I don't hear you locally at all, but you are coming in the SDR. So very good. 7-3 to you. And I think I heard was there a mobile trying to check in? Go ahead to check in. Yeah, King Henry 6, Oscar Juliet Mobile. Good morning. Welcome to the Flyers Net. What's your name and QTH? Oh, okay, very good, Johnny. Good signal for a mobile from Honolulu. Glad to have you on the net here today. You're coming in locally here in San Diego, and I'm also hearing you on the Utah SDRs here. So thanks for checking in. Are you at all familiar with the Flyers Net, Johnny? Over.
shooter upper there's a net in progress.
Okay, John 18 Henry 6 Oscar Juliet WA6LJS. Very good. Well, thanks for checking in. That's the first time we've heard a mobile from the islands there. We usually talk to Sonny over there, and he checks in quite often on the net. Well, thanks for checking in with us, Johnny 73, and come back whenever you can. We're here every day at this time. All right, break with KH60J. Let's try W6WAY. Jim, 73 round.
Okay, John, W6, that's W6, LJS, W6, WA1.
Okay, Jim, 73s. I'm only hearing you on the SDR, but 73s, and let's try Charlie, K4YDB. You're up, Charlie.
WA6LJS K4YDB. Well, good net today, John. Yeah, I know a little bit about boats. I was an instructor for the Coast Guard Auxiliary for a couple of years. I didn't like it, but they made me operations officer. That I did like because I could stay out on the water and have a good time. But anyway, I didn't get them all, but hey, I got 2 out of 3. That ain't bad for me. Anyway, WA6LJS K4YDB, 73s.
Okay, Charlie, 73. By the way, I had a question. I noticed the other day after the net when your picture came up, do you have a wireless microphone? I saw you talking in a mic, but I didn't see a cord on it. Is that wireless?
No, it just disappears.
Oh, okay. Very good. You're still moving in here. All right, 7-3 to you, Charlie. Let's go to W5ABI. Joe, 73 round.
Yeah, WA6LJF, W5ABI. Good question. I had to look up the Belknap pool because when I was on the Hancock during the Vietnam War, that collision hadn't occurred yet, so I wasn't familiar with it. Aye. Anyhow, good net. Thanks for running it. 73's all the flyers. Thanks again for running the net. WA6LJF, W5ABI.
Okay, 7-3's, Joe, and you're still booming in here. Real good signal. All right, break with W5ABI, 73 to NX6RG, who's receive only. And let me see where I'm at. W5OG is checked out. Let's see, I think WX7 Lima. Art, are you there for 73? Okay, Art, W7 Lima. Yeah, I got you, but somebody tuned up on you. There's a guy tuning up. He's actually, he's on 292, but when he tunes up on 292, he puts a big carrier on us. Anyway, very good. 7-3's, Art. Let's see if Norm is there. We didn't get him the first time. N9KJN. Norm, are you in there? Nothing heard. Okay, let's try Steve, T6TX. I don't think he hears me. K1BOB, you might have to bring Steve in there. Over.
Wilco, K6TX. Steve, you're up. K1BOB. We all love your question. Very good, Steve. 73, and John, back to you. Preserve, protect, and defend. And he had another question, but I gave the answer already. Australian carrier ran straight through one of our ships, apparently, in 1969. K1BLB, back to you, John.
Okay, Bob, thanks. Yeah, I can hear him on the SDR, but I can't hear him locally, and I don't think he's hearing me locally today. Let's see. Let me look at. Let's see. Well, I guess it's the PT5 PTE. James, are you still in there for 73?
He checked out, John.
Okay, how about W7ASH? Are you there? Yeah, go ahead, do a 73. Okay, Bob, at W7ASH, WA6LJS. Yeah, somebody's tuning up. They're on 292, and they just wiped us out down here. But we got most of that. Very good. Thanks for that, Bob. All right, let's see. K2SKP 73, Bob, are you still there? All right, nothing heard. How about Alpha 6 Quebec? Roy, are you still there? All right, nothing heard. That's the bottom of the list. Did I miss anybody? All right, nothing heard. Let's shut her down. Remind everybody today is Tuesday, so we do the 40-meter net. We've tried to start on 7210, and our net control will try to find a better frequency if we're to our married there. That's at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And hope to see those of you that operate 40 tonight there. So this has been the Air Force Flyers Tuesday morning 20-meter net. This is WA6LJS, net control. Now closing the net, returning the frequency to normal amateur use, and going to QSY over to Echo Lake. 7-3, guys.
Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use?